wanted to say hello, and it is me, Domina. Alright, reason I am making this video is I have a few friends that would like to be able to see how to get your character set up, what you can do, and they're just, curious about gameplay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new character, and we'll get started. Let's see. Alright. So you have a bunch of different races that you can choose from. These are the males. You have basically your human, your elf, Elzen, Lalafell, Makote, Rogadin, and as everybody calls them, the dragon people. Really not. Ara. Female versions of them. So it's really just your preference of what you want to go with. We're going to go with a female Ara for starts. Alright. So then you get your choice of basically, it's just kind of like different type of clans almost. So let's just pick one. And then you got basically everything that you need to create your character the way you want it. I generally like to be tall, so, and we'll just go with basic. Let's see here. You can pick pretty much just about anything. Gives you different tails, the length of the tail, and then these are just some presets of different hairstyles. You can kind of see here really quick. Just gonna pick one that doesn't look horribly bad. This is kind of cute, so we're gonna go here. And my theme lately has been completely white, so we'll stick with that. Alright. And then these are like just some preset faces. Jaw structure. Eyes. The inside of the eyes, you want them large or small. Color. And then you can add, these are actually kind of cool. Different races have different, I guess, perks to their race. They have different things that you can get for them. Let's see. Alright, eyebrows. Can't really see them, so we'll just stick. Nose. Like I said, character creation is actually pretty easy. It gives you a list of different things that you can choose from, and just very simple. Sorry about my cats in the background. Alright. And it gives you a choice to like cosmetics, basically. Alright, so here let's go with laughs. Yeah, that's about Alright. So, and then when you confirm it, alright. Second. I generally pick my birth date, so that's how I pick those. Then you have different guardians that you can choose from. You can go more in depth by reading them all and stuff like that. Right now I'm just going to pick one. Now here's the classes. For Disciple of War, you have a Gladiator, you Pugilist, Martyr, Lancer, Archer. Now, if you notice in the corner to, I guess it would be on my left, it tells you where your starting point is in the city. Like, Gladiators, Alda, Limsa is Marauder, and Grodania is Archer, Lancer. Now you have your Disciples of Magic, which you have your Conjurer, your Thaumaturge, your Arcanist. So it's really just your preference on, do you want to be magic or, you know, just beat the crap out of everything. I think I'm very partial to Archer. Once you get higher into your classes, you can job, you know, like for Archer it turns into a Bard, Lancer turns into a Dragoon, Gladiator I do believe is, I want to say Paladin. So it's really just your preference. So once again, once you figure out what type of, you know, gameplay you want to play, and just remember, when you first pick your class, that doesn't mean you have to stick with it. Once you get your character going, you are able to get all classes unlocked. So you can get, right now the max level is 70. So you can get those all up to 70. So you can get every class that you see here unlocked, and then some of their other hidden gems in the gameplay. So I am going to start with, let's see, we're going to go with a Marauder, because Limsa is one of my favorite areas. Or I can go with an Arcanist. We'll do Arcanist, why not? Then you have your home world. I have pretty much, let's see, it shows you new areas. Now, for somebody that's starting, I mean, you would go and just go with the recommended one, unless you have friends that are on a, excuse me, a particular server. Then you can just, you know, get a hold of them. What server are you on? This, that. Alright, so let's just come up with a name. Pretty generic on my end, but hey, it works. Or if you can't really come up with anything, just hit the random and get what you get. Alright, so now just checking to see if I can have that name, obviously. And there we go. I created Mr. Stamina. Now you get this wonderful opening scene when you actually play. Every class gets this opening scene, and it shows you what your gear will look like once you get it leveled up. Another reason is I have a few friends that are looking to get into other games, and I told them that I'd, you know, go ahead and do this. Kind of show them what the game plays like and stuff like that. So, giving a shout out to JPack there. So, and you have to go through this to be able to get to the next. So, I mean, I could skip it, but it's actually a nice little opening scene. It's actually really, the gameplay in this game is just absolutely fun. And you get to see your character look really cool.
Here, feel.
Excuse me. Oh no, the bad guy.
Hear, feel, think.
Ta-da. And there you have it. That is the beginning of your character being started. Now we're going to come into a scene where it's like the opening credits. It goes through, have you been here? This right here, I'm going to go ahead and skip. I've done this. I want to actually go ahead and get into some actual gameplay so you can actually kind of get a feel for it. It gives you all your setups and everything, lets you know how to get started, tells you how to, use your controller, if you're going to use mouse and keyboard, whatever is your preference. Me personally, I go ahead and disable that because I know everything. For, a new person, you're going to want to read everything and get, so you get your first quest, you accept it, and he goes through and he tells you where you gotta go. So pretty to the point. There is a lot of reading. There will be some quests that, they'll have vocals and they'll actually talk, but so okay, there we go. Use the lift. And again, you come over here, you turn in your quest from, your first quest. And once again, I'll go ahead and skip this. My recommendation is that if you are going to play this game, you're going to want to read all the, the quests and everything. You're going to not want to skip it right away. You're going to want to actually get into the story. The storyline for this game is phenomenal. There's parts in this game that I've literally cried because it was just really good. So there will be certain parts that you won't be able to skip, and you will be able to skip, but go ahead and, actually go through it all. It's really good. So once we get past this, then I'll be able to go into the next phase and show you where to go. There's my quest. So, come over here, accept, there's that, I gotta remember, and then you can bring up your map, zoom in, zoom out, it kind of gives you where you gotta go. So, you're gonna take the lift down. Now, once again, like I said, I'm still pretty new to YouTube and everything, so if there's any, hints or anything that I might need to be working on here, just let me know in the comments below. Like I said, I'm mainly doing this for friends so they can understand what the game is like, how the graphics are. Most of the friends that I have will be playing on PlayStation 4, so it's just a nice little look for them. And I missed one somewhere. There it is. And then you turn in this quest. And there is quite a few people in this game, so there'll always be somebody to talk to. There's different free companies that you can choose from. I've run with the most awesome one there is, MTech. Then this is your return, and I'll tell you once after. It's like you have somebody comes talks to you, tells you, okay, you can use this. You learn return. So this little button right here. Anytime I want to come back to this area, I just hit my and yes, Lord, you know. Alright, so now that I got that, then if you look, it says to go to visit the Arcanist Guild, which is back here. I don't remember where the hell I'm going. As you can see, there is plenty of people in this game. So I come here, turn in this. Now I will tell you from the beginning that the grind can be a little slow and tiresome, but once you get past all that, it is extremely fun. There is a lot to do in this game. There's PvP, there's, you know, just a lot of stuff. I mean, and once you get settled in and you know what type of class you want to play and stuff like that, you can actually find people that are, you know, in the same realm of stuff that you want to do, and it makes it very enjoyable, very fun. So, turn in this. Accept the new one. This is for your actual class. Come over here, talk to her. Rogadins are actually pretty cool. Yes. Alright. Zoom in on my camera here. Now let's go to the open world so you can kind of see what you're getting yourself into. And yes, if you're not used to this area, you will kind of get lost. It very easily happens. I do believe it is level 20. You'll be able to get a mount. You get your chocobo, and which is a little bird friend that you ride on if you're not or as some people call them, chickens. They're not chickens, they're chocobos. So anyways. So, let's see. We're going to go this way still. And there's a lot of side quests that you can pick up throughout the game. My recommendation is to stick with the storyline first. Get your storyline. And then once you get the storyline, then you can go ahead and, you know, pick up those side quests. Especially when you start leveling up your other classes. That way you can actually use those to and ta-da, unlocked. Alright, so you come out into the open world, and we're gonna beat on some and like I said, the beginning of the, you know, starting out your character is going to be a lot of grinding and quests and back and forth, and but it really is a overall fun game. Let's see if I can get up to level 5. If I'm not mistaken, I will get my carbuncle, which there's a fate, those little sheeps over there. Lower levels, you're going to want to try and get some of those fates. They help you get a lot of experience points, which, depending on what server you go on, some servers will give you a bonus. Excuse me. As you can see, I'm getting a 25% bonus. That's because of the server that I'm on. I know that some of the other servers do have that. And there's level 2. Right here, try to get these little ladybugs. You can see somebody else is over there grinding. Bring up my map. Let's see here. Alright, so it gives you a kind of a look at what you can do. And as you can see, I still have one more item to get on achieving my Arcanist. But here, hit start, you got your character creation, shows what what you have on. All your stats, then your profile, your basic stuff, and once again, like I said, here is all the classes that you eventually can unlock. Certain ones you have to be a certain level to be able to unlock. I'm not exactly sure. It's been a while since I've had to start from fresh, so like I said, once you get into the game and actually figure out what you want to do, you can get a lot of help from different people. Especially if you get into a free company, that's very helpful and trying to help you on achieving what you're trying to achieve. So there is a lot of different things. Emotes, that was wonderful. Let's see, happy and dance. So I hope that gives somewhat of a little bit of a understanding of how to start your character off. And like I said, there is so much more that you can do in this game, and hopefully this was a helpful little tidbit. So you guys have a wonderful evening. Once again, this is Domina signing out.